Hey there, West Michigan. Thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens. It's been a quiet end of the weekend with sunshine around West Michigan, but as we head into this work week, we'll once again be dealing with some wintry weather across the region. So make sure you're staying weather aware, especially on some of those morning commutes as we head through Monday and into Tuesday. As for this weekend, though, again, that sun was out and it was a beautiful picture with blue skies over the freshly formed ice and snow over at the lakeshore. Thanks to Bill for sending in this picture from Grand Haven. Of course, if you take a weather photo, you can always reach me on social media. Meteorologist Michael Behrens on Facebook and at Mike Behrens WX on the X, Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. You can also reach out for things like school talks out there, just like the Reese Puffer 5th grade class did last week. That's me speaking to the kids about everything that goes into making a weather forecast and understanding the weather, as well as the TV production side of things. We did some fun experiments, bringing some volunteers up on the stage and gave out some nice little gifts to those that were answering questions as well. So it's always a fun time to come out, and we'd love to visit your school or group as well. Temperatures out there, of course, we do like to do it when it's warmer, but we'll come out in the cold. 22 degrees outside today in Grand Rapids, 26 in Muskegon, and 24 in Ionia. Those temperatures below average for this time of the year, but inside our 3-degree guarantee. That streak now 20 days in a row. Last miss was all the way back on January 1st. Tomorrow, temperatures actually gonna go up for once. That's why 13 weather ball is lit up in red as warmer temperatures are ahead and blinking bright with more snow in sight.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
And those temperatures tonight, before we get to that warm air, going to get cold. In fact, we're already down to 14 degrees in Grand Rapids, 14 Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, and South Haven, 18 in Muskegon. Good news is temperatures shouldn't go much further down than here. You can see the winds coming in from the south. That's going to start to pull in warmer air as we head through tonight with some breezy conditions as winds will pick up to around 10 to 20 miles per hour throughout the overnight hours tonight and into the day tomorrow, with windy conditions expected for your Monday. It's going to, of course, make wind chills pretty cold as we head through tonight. The feels like temperature down to 0 in Grand Rapids, 2 Battle Creek, 5 in Muskegon, and it's going to stay cold throughout the entirety of tonight. Cloud cover continues to increase as we head toward tomorrow morning. In fact, we'll see snowflakes out there for the morning commute. We'll likely pick up a little bit of snow accumulation tomorrow with a chance for rain-snow mix as we head toward tomorrow night and into Tuesday. That could make things pretty slippery out there as temperatures will hover right around that freezing mark starting tomorrow night. In fact, forecast for tonight, we go from 14 up to 32 by midnight tomorrow. We stay in the 30s as we head through Tuesday with wintry mix and possibly some ice accumulation across the region. That'll make Tuesday morning's commute a bit of a tricky one. We'll talk more about who could see the worst conditions coming up in just a few moments. As for tonight, no rain, no snow on the radar. It's all quiet weather here in West Michigan. We're watching the beginnings of that system out to the west. You can see freezing rain and wintry mix from Missouri all the way back down through Oklahoma. In fact, ice storm warnings are in place for portions of the mid-south out there. We're going to see those conditions develop and head our way as we head through the next 24 hours. So again, it's going to be a little bit of a problem. Hour by hour forecast here shows nothing to worry about tonight. And in fact, not much to worry about tomorrow. You will see some snowfall as you head out early on Monday, but this isn't going to be a massively disruptive snowfall, just some minor accumulations that push through, possibly some wintry mix in the end of the day Monday, but that's not going to be the impactful part of it. That will come as we head toward late Monday night and into the day on Tuesday. That's when widespread wintry mix will become possible, especially down along the I-94 corridor. I think this is where we're going to have the best chance to see ice accumulation as we head through Tuesday morning. As we work our way deeper into the day, it's going to turn to rain down in the southern counties with a rain-snow line setting up somewhere around the 96 corridor. Areas north of that will primarily be snow as we head throughout the day on Tuesday. Areas south will be mostly rain. This will push out as we head toward Tuesday night before more rain chances start to arrive as we head into Wednesday with temperatures that'll stay above the freezing mark. Here's a look at what we're looking at in terms of accumulation. That first round of snow that comes through, not super impressive. A half inch, maybe as high as 2 inches in a few spots of some lake enhancement. That would be about it as we head toward Tuesday morning. Once we get through the day Tuesday and into Tuesday night, that's when we could see some heavier snow accumulation. Those numbers likely to be largest along and north of 96. That's where we could pick up another 1 to 4 plus by the time this system's all said and done. Areas south of 96 not expecting any additional snow as we head through Tuesday, though the problem for that part of the region is we are expecting some ice accumulation to come through. Could pick up about 1/10 of an inch of ice down on the 94 corridor. Of course, ice is a problem when you get any accumulation, and 1/10 would certainly make 94 a very tricky spot to be. Portions of Van Buren, Kalamazoo, Calhoun County could definitely be seeing travel problems as we head into the day on Tuesday. Before we get there, though, temperatures again are warming up. We'll be in the 30s as we head into Monday with those windy conditions pushing in. Temperatures will reach their highest point as we head close to midnight Monday night. That's when we're expecting the low 30s, right around freezing in our northern counties. Temperatures hanging around 32, Grand Rapids down to Kalamazoo. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. Temperatures climb as we head through this week. The wintry mix chances come to an end Tuesday. It's all to rain as we head toward Wednesday and Thursday. In fact, temperatures are likely to get close to 40 as we head toward Thursday afternoon. We'll dry things out as we head into the weekend with temperatures that'll go down close to normal. We'll stay above freezing for highs all the way through this forecast after we rise above that 32 mark heading through Monday afternoon. And with the cold air in place, it's the time of the year when many of us are certainly feeling the effects of the season when it comes to our mental health. 13 on your sides, Elena Holland spoke to a doctor this past week about how to beat the winter blues.
Days of chilling temperatures and feet of lake-effect snow can make even the happiest person feel a little sad.
And so if we're not getting that sunlight, it really can lead to a precipitous drop in the happy neurochemicals that are in your brain.
Dr. Kristen Gregory, the medical director of Blue Cross Blue Shield, says winter blues are real.
We aren't imagining it.
In fact, it's common for people here in Michigan.
It can affect 10 to 20% of the population during the season.
Signs to look out for include both mental and physical effects, feelings of sadness, changes in your sleep schedule, all thanks to drops in serotonin levels.
This can lead to oversleeping or undersleeping, overeating, that carb craving that people often get in the winter and the holidays, a loss of interest in things one normally likes to do.
Going outside in the winter may not seem ideal, but Dr. Gregory says the fresh air and sunlight can make a huge difference. Try winter sports or just going for a walk, anything to get your activity levels up.
Vitamin D helps with the synthesis of a lot of our happy neurochemicals in our brain.
Indoors, decluttering your house can organize your mind and get you moving. You can also try something new.
Exploring a new museum or taking a day trip to a nearby town, check out the local sites and stores. And couples could plan a date night to try games inside.
If you have significant depression, severe sadness for a period of more than 2 weeks, thoughts of harming yourself, or significant loss of weight or appetite, talk to your doctor.
Because winter really can be one of the most difficult seasons to manage.
And sticking with those temperatures, they've stayed mostly below freezing for many states across the country over the last few weeks. And we know families are certainly looking for ways to stay warm. But when it comes to using space heaters, you really should be careful. Ariane Daytil is here to verify a viral claim about the dangers of improperly using those space heaters.
If you're thinking about using a space heater during these frigid temps, listen up. Many viral social media posts claim that plugging space heaters into extension cords or power strips could start a fire. But is that true? Let's verify using these sources. Space heaters require a high electrical current, and our sources say most extension cords and power strips aren't designed to handle that. So plugging a space heater into one of those may cause the cord or strip to overheat and cause a fire. Instead, our sources say the safest way to use your space heater is to plug it directly into a wall. But make sure it's plugged in all by itself. The Electrical Safety Foundation says plugging multiple devices into the same outlet could result in the outlet overheating and cause a fire. So we can verify it's true. Space heaters plugged into extension cords or power strips can be a fire hazard. There are other safety tips to keep in mind when using a space heater. Make sure you place it on a level, hard, non-flammable surface, such as a tile floor. If your home is carpeted, invest in a hard surface to place the space heater on. Keep the unit at least 3 feet away from anything that can burn, like fabric or paper. And if you can, don't leave it running overnight. With your Verify, I'm Ariande Till.
And finally tonight, in our Check This Out segment, the recent wave of snow across the country has made for a lot of viral videos, but one has people asking, is it actually safe to eat snow? Reese Witherspoon shared her recipe for snow salt chino on TikTok. Then got tons of comments from people arguing whether or not it's safe to actually eat that snow. Some people say it can be safe to eat snow if your recipes are made with freshly fallen clean snow, but when it comes to getting that snow, you should take it from the topmost layer. So is it actually safe to eat the snow? Well, for the most part, I'd agree with what they've said here. If it's clean snow, freshly fallen snow, you're probably good to go. If it's been outside for a while, nature's had its way to take its course and things have gotten into it, probably not so much. You should definitely avoid snow from areas near roads or sidewalks where salt or other chemicals may have gotten into it. That wouldn't be something safe or probably tasty to eat. Of course, now that you're up to date on the latest forecast, you may know when you might be able to go out and find some freshly fallen snow. Of course, we'll cover the latest winter weather throughout the week here at 13 on Your Side, online, 13onyourside.com, and right here on 13 Plus. For now, though, thanks for watching. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.